Please take a second to comment, subscribe, ring the bell to get notices of new videos, and please give a thumbs up. The American Revolution has started with the Battle of Concord and Lexington, which was won by the United States. This battle is the Battle of Saratoga in Upper New York. And the Americans took the high ground, and they built water batteries down by the Hudson River and fortifications by the river. The British, in league with Germany and the Native Americans, decided they would battle the Americans here in Saratoga, because that would give them the opportunity to go after Albany and New York City. And of course, going after New York City, if they won, would give them a huge advantage. And the Americans, realizing this, decided they would put up their works for war and would do skirmishes against the British and the Germans. And that's just what they did. At some points, they were sure they were going to lose the battle because they were overwhelmed. But more and more Americans decided to join the war against the British and the Germans. And so, for a period, they were undermanned in the camp, and soon they had more than double what the English and the Germans had. And they still did skirmishes, still blocked off access over land and down the river. And they finally battled each other. And because of the overabundant number of Americans fighting, the British could not escape and laid down their weapons and surrendered. Another great victory for the Americans. However, that wasn't the end of the war, and the victories were not always the Americans, until their victory at Yorktown. Cornwallis surrendered the British troops, and England decided to agree to a surrender to the Americans. Is the Nielsen Farm, and during the war that was fought around here, General Poor, and this general you're all going to recognize the name of, Benedict Arnold, shared these quarters. And this is where they stayed. And then down the road some was another general who came up with the battle plans, which Benedict Arnold didn't agree with, and he resigned. Now over here, this is where the men were. The camp was around those white posts. And the British wanted to come down the Hudson River, but they never got an opportunity to do that, thank goodness. And over here, more white posts with blue on it. And this was where more of the army camped out.